Have you ever wondered if there's something truly special about you? Something that perhaps predestines you for a greater purpose? What if I told you that there are different types of chosen ones, each with a unique divine purpose? Since ancient times, humanity has been fascinated by narratives of individuals who are touched by the divine, marked out to fulfill destinies that transcend common understanding. These are the chosen ones, beings who, according to the traditions of many cultures, are anointed by superior forces to carry out missions of great importance. Whether in ancient mythologies or modern stories, the idea of the chosen one resonates with the notion that there is something greater and deeper planned for some souls. The role of the chosen one often comes with great sacrifices and challenges. It is not only a blessing, but also a burden. These individuals are often placed in situations of extreme pressure, where their decisions can affect not only their own lives, but the fate of many. They are turning points, catalysts in larger stories that shape the course of societies and even civilizations. The chosen one's journey is emblematic and inspiring. It teaches us about the courage to face the unknown and the importance of resilience. Through these stories, we learn that each of us can have an important role to play, depending on how we respond to life's calls. Even if we are not chosen by divine forces, we have the ability to make meaningful choices that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. These stories also serve as a mirror for our own lives, encouraging us to seek our greater purpose. They remind us that in each of us, there is the potential to make a difference, to be, in our own way, chosen for something great. In our video today, we're going to explore these fascinating stories and see how they still influence our modern world. We hope that by the end, you'll feel inspired to discover what your unique mission might be, your own version of being chosen. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. Today we're going to enter the fascinating world of the chosen ones, exploring 9 distinct types, each with unique characteristics and a specific role in the great divine plan. These types are not just figures from ancient stories, but archetypes that help us to better understand the various ways in which we can be called to serve a greater purpose. Each of them, in one way or another, is aligned with a mission that is bigger than themselves, a mission that resonates with the needs of the universe and the longings of humanity. They can be visionaries who foresee the future, rebels who challenge norms, warriors for the truth, or sages who heal and restore. Each type has its place and importance, and all contribute significantly to spiritual and social progress. By understanding these types, you can begin to see signs of your own journey as a chosen one, recognizing the ways in which you are called to make a difference. This can be a source of great inspiration and motivation in your daily life. In our journey of exploration about the chosen ones, we have identified 9 distinct types, each with unique qualities and missions. Let's start with the Oracle, those visionaries who see beyond the veil of time, offering guidance and advice with their predictions. Next up are the Free Spirits, rebels who value autonomy above all conventions, defying norms to seek true freedom. The Truthers are the defenders of honesty, always committed to expressing the truth, even when it means challenging established narratives. The Inspiring Infiltrator, on the other hand, acts subtly, using their influence to awaken and inspire change without fanfare, moving in the shadows of society. Among the most complex is the Confused One, who recognizes his mission, but struggles to harmonize his spirituality with the demands of the material world. The Hermit seeks refuge in solitude, where he finds the deepest connection with the cosmos, and the Warrior fights tirelessly against injustice, protecting truth and freedom. The Healer is relief and restoration, dedicated to balancing health and well-being, both physical and spiritual. And the Elder, who with his accumulated wisdom guides others in their quest for enlightenment, sharing knowledge that transcends generations. These 9 types are not exclusive. They represent spectrums of personalities and missions within us. Each one offers a different way of interacting with the world and fulfilling a purpose that is both deeply personal and universally necessary. By understanding these archetypes, we can reflect on how they manifest in our own lives and how we can live in a way that is more aligned with our higher callings. The oracle is a type of chosen one whose existence seems full of mystery and revelation. This figure, often shrouded in a veil of sagacity, possesses the rare ability to glimpse beyond the now, seeing future potentials with startling clarity. Their ability is not limited to predicting events. They interpret the flow of fate to offer guidance and wisdom to those seeking direction. As counselors, oracles are fundamental in times of uncertainty and transition. They help communities, leaders, and even civilizations navigate tortuous paths, offering insights that can prevent disaster or encourage bold progress. In many cultures, the oracle is seen as a bridge between the divine and the human, a mediator who translates heavenly designs into earthly understanding. In the modern context, the role of the oracle can be interpreted in various ways. He can be the visionary who anticipates trends and social transformations, the strategist who plans future movements with precision, or even the counselor who, through his deep intuition, guides others to achieve their best potential. Regardless of their form, the oracle is always someone whose vision extends beyond the ordinary, guiding others through their eccentric perception. An oracle's impact on a community or an individual can be profound. They not only shape futures with their predictions, but also inspire change and growth. Being an oracle is a role of great responsibility, as their words can alter destinies and their visions can set directions. The free spirit is a vibrant archetype among the chosen ones, characterized by a yearning for freedom and a tendency to challenge established norms. This type of chosen one does not conform easily. On the contrary, they value autonomy and authenticity above all else, seeking to live on their own terms and conditions, often going against what is conventionally accepted. These individuals are often seen as rebels or innovators, as they have the courage to question and redefine the limits of what is acceptable in their societies. The free spirit is not afraid to explore new territories or experiment with new ways of being. They are motivated by a powerful inner force that drives them to seek the true expression of themselves, without restrictions. The free spirit's journey is one of constant discovery and redefinition. They often inspire others to reconsider their own mental and emotional prisons, showing that it is possible to live differently. This defiance of norms isn't just for their own benefit. It's a call to everyone around them to explore what it really means to be free. In a world that often values conformity, free spirit serves as a vital reminder that true freedom comes from within, and that each of us has the potential to redefine our own lives. They encourage us to break chains, question the status quo, and seek a path that truly resonates with our deepest spirits. The true one is a type of chosen one who is deeply committed to honesty and integrity. This chosen one lives by the maxim that the truth must be told, regardless of the consequences or discomfort it may cause. They are the bearers of the light of truth, often challenging established cultural narratives and social conventions that hide inconvenient realities. The truth-sayer's mission is to shine a light into the dark corners where lies and half-truths accumulate. In a society where information is manipulated and the truth is often obscured by personal or collective interests, Truthouts' role is essential. They challenge people to see beyond appearances and question what is presented as fact. This commitment to the truth is not an easy path. The truth-teller often faces resistance and retaliation, as their revelations can destabilize the status quo and challenge those who benefit from disinformation. However, their courage in standing firm in the search for and dissemination of the truth is what makes them vitally important for the moral and ethical evolution of communities. Through their existence and actions, truth seekers inspire others to cultivate a more honest relationship not only with the world around them, but also with themselves. They encourage us to seek the truth in our own lives, to confront our own illusions, and to live more authentically and transparently. The inspiring infiltrator is a unique figure among the chosen ones, operating in a discreet but profoundly impactful way. This type of chosen one uses their position and influence to inspire subtle changes, working within structures and systems. Unlike more visible leaders, the inspiring infiltrator acts in the shadows, moving silently to awaken consciousness and encourage new perspectives. The inspirational infiltrator's approach is one of patience and insight. They understand that true change often requires a slow and graduated transformation, which begins with altering ideas and feelings. Their influence is like a small spark that, over time, can ignite a great transformation, encouraging people to reconsider their beliefs and behaviors in a more reflective and critical way. This type of chooser often finds themselves in mentoring or advisory positions, where their words and actions can germinate new ways of thinking without direct opposition. They can be educators, writers, or even artists whose works provoke questioning and dialogue. The inspiring infiltrator knows that the power of ideas is immense, and so chooses to plant them carefully, allowing them to grow organically. The inspiring infiltrator's impact may not be immediately visible, but it is long-lasting. They are the architects of silent revolutions, the unsung heroes who quietly shape the future. Through their subtle approach, they demonstrate that influence doesn't have to be loud to be effective. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in quietness and reflection. The confused is one of the most complex and human of the chosen types. They are deeply aware of their uniqueness and their spiritual calling, but face significant challenges when trying to align this awareness with the demands and realities of the material world. This type of chosen one lives in a state of constant search for balance, trying to reconcile a rich spiritual life with the practical and social needs of everyday life. The confused often feel torn between two worlds: the spiritual, where they feel most true and alive, and the material, where they need to operate in order to survive and interact with others. This dilemma can lead to a feeling of isolation or alienation, as it can be difficult for them to fully identify with the common concerns of the majority of people around them. However, the confused one's journey is also one of great potential for growth. Through their struggle, they can develop a deep understanding of both the spiritual and material worlds, finding innovative ways to integrate the two into a harmonious existence. This process often involves accepting that confusion is part of the journey and that every step into the unknown is an opportunity to learn and transform. The role of the confused teaches us about the importance of patience and perseverance in our own spiritual quest. They remind us that not all answers come easily, and that the true integration of our spiritual selves into our mundane lives is a job that requires time, dedication, and often the courage to be different. The hermit is a type of chosen one who values solitude above all else, seeing it as a vital path to a deep connection with their inner self and the universe. This chosen one chooses to get away from the distractions and noise of the modern world, seeking in their isolation a space for reflection and spiritual growth. The hermit's journey is marked by a deep dive into themselves. In their solitude, they have the opportunity to confront their shadows, understand their lights, and develop a clearer understanding of their place in the world. This kind of introspection is not easy. It requires courage to face one's own fears and uncertainties. However, it is precisely this courage that allows the hermit to reach levels of wisdom and peace that are rarely accessible to those constantly involved in social upheaval. The hermit also teaches us about the value of stillness. In a world that often values incessant action and constant connectivity, the hermit reminds us that there is depth and renewal in silence and retreat. Its existence is an invitation to slow down, to breathe and to really listen, not only to the world around us, but also to the subtle voices within us. As well as providing personal growth, the hermit's life can offer valuable insights for the community. When they emerge from their retreat, the hermit often brings with them fresh perspectives and creative solutions to old problems, enriching the lives of those around them with their newfound wisdom. The warrior is a type of chosen one who stands out for their courage and determination to fight injustice and protect values such as truth and freedom. This chosen one doesn't back down in the face of challenges. On the contrary, he stands tall in the face of adversity, ready to confront the forces that threaten the well-being and harmony of society. His battle is both external and internal, fighting against the manifestations of darkness in the world and against his own inner shadows. The warrior's role is fundamental at times of crisis, when the need to defend moral and ethical principles becomes more urgent. With his strength and leadership skills, the warrior inspires others to stand up and fight for their beliefs. He is a symbol of resistance and resilience, showing that it is possible to face great obstacles with honor and courage. The warrior's struggle, however, is not just physical. It involves a constant search for personal and spiritual growth, an effort to maintain integrity in a world that often seems to favor the opposite. This journey makes the warrior not only a fighter, but also a spiritual leader, someone who leads by example and whose actions speak as loudly as his words. As well as being a protector, the warrior is also a liberator. He works so that others can live free of fears and restrictions, either by challenging tyrannies or by breaking the chains of limiting thoughts and behaviors. His fight is for the emancipation of all, a continuous effort to ensure that freedom and truth prevail. The healer is one of the chosen ones, whose essence is manifested through care and regeneration. This type of chosen one is dedicated to restoring balance and health, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual. The healer looks beyond superficial symptoms, seeking out the root causes of imbalances in order to treat not only the body, but also the soul. In society, the role of the healer is vital. They bring with them knowledge of the healing arts, whether through traditional medical practices, alternative therapies, or spiritual techniques. The healer is the one who listens not only with their ears, but with their heart, understanding that each person is a complex universe that deserves a holistic and compassionate approach. The healer's influence extends beyond individual healing. It contributes to the healing of the community. By promoting well-being and harmony, they help maintain a network of health and resilience, important for facing challenges collectively. The healer reminds us that every act of healing is also a step towards a healthier and more balanced world. The healer's approach often involves sharing old and new knowledge, a fusion of wisdom that transcends time and cultures. They teach us that healing is not just about treating illness, but also about fostering an environment where everyone can thrive. It's a vocation that requires dedication, empathy, and above all, a deep respect for life. The elder is a revered figure among the chosen ones, the bearer of a wisdom that transcends common knowledge. Through years of experience and contemplation, the elder has accumulated a deep understanding of life, human nature, and the mysteries of the universe. This chosen one serves as a guide, a mentor to those who seek not just knowledge, but true wisdom to illuminate their paths. At the heart of the elder's mission is the desire to pass on what they have learned. They are the guardians of the traditions, stories, and lessons that form the backbone of cultures and communities. With patience and empathy, the elder teaches, not through orders, but through examples and metaphors, allowing each learner to absorb knowledge in their own way and at their own pace. Respect for the elder derives not only from their age, but from the quality of their presence and the impact of their wisdom on the lives of others. They are seen as pillars of stability and sources of advice, especially in times of uncertainty or difficulty. The elder's wisdom is a light that illuminates the shadows of ignorance and fear, showing possible paths where before only darkness was visible. The elder's influence is subtle but profound, shaping not only individuals, but also the destiny of entire communities. They teach us that true wisdom is not just accumulating knowledge, but knowing how to use it for the greater good, integrating it into daily life in ways that promote peace and understanding. Each chosen one, with their uniqueness and specific mission, plays a fundamental role in human existence. They are the protagonists of a divine narrative, where every action, choice, and word contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. The chosen ones are like lights, guiding others through the darkness of ignorance and fear. Each type of chosen one, be it the healer, the warrior, or the elder, has a unique vibration that resonates in specific ways with different people. This diversity ensures that everyone can find a mirror for their own struggles and aspirations, a guide that speaks directly to the heart of their personal experiences. At the same time, the chosen teach that every person, regardless of whether they are considered a chosen one or not, has the ability to influence and shape the world around them. They inspire us to recognize our own potential for greatness, showing that awakening is not an event reserved for an enlightened few, but a possibility open to all. In addition to their spiritual impact, the chosen ones play a vital role in building more just, understanding, and harmonious communities. Through their lives and teachings, they promote values that strengthen social bonds and encourage cooperation and mutual respect. Their existence is a constant reminder that our actions carry weight, and that every choice contributes to the collective destiny. And you, which of these types of chosen ones do you most identify with? How do these characteristics manifest themselves in your life? Tell us in the comments. Let's exchange valuable insights and reflect on our meaningful experiences.